As my husband was speaking about that made for this moment, I was thinking about my own life. And when I grew up in Ozone Park, Queens. Any Queens people in the house? And I had no Christian friends. So I was brought up in a Christian home, not one Christian friend. And I always kind of felt like, the odd person out. I remember in third grade, my best friend was an Indian girl who was Hindu. Her name was Amina. I still remember her name. And I had given her my Bible in the schoolyard, when we were hanging out and playing. And she had given it to her sister, and her sister would read the Bible. And so I was always that person kind of telling people about Jesus, but kind of one-on-one. I never liked to be in front of people. And it's funny, in elementary school, all my teachers would pick me. Do you remember doing like school plays in elementary school? All my teachers would pick me for like the lead in the school play, and I hated it. And I'm like, why would they pick me for the lead? And I remember in third grade, my teacher, Mrs. Lax, she had wanted me to be Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. And I told her, no, I'm not going to be Dorothy. I don't want to be Dorothy. And every day she would say, Mary, I think you would be a really good Dorothy. And I would say, no, I don't want to be Dorothy. And she kept on and she kept on. And finally I said, okay, I'll do it. And from there, I just see how God worked in my life. But it's funny because, sometimes your insecurities get the best of you. And your fears get the best of you. And so when I went into high school and college, I always was that one, when we went to parties and I was the one by myself, maybe with my one friend. I never liked to be in front of people. And so I meet my husband, and I knew that God had made us for ministry. It was just, you just know that we were made to plant a church and everything. But I didn't want to be in front of people. Put me with the kids. Put me, somewhere. I don't really like to be in front of people. And my husband, just like my third grade teacher, kept on saying, Mary, I really see this in you. I really, I think that you would be great. And it took me, we started this a year and a half ago, so it took me 8 years. 8 years to finally basically say, you know what, God? You have made me for this moment. I can't live in my fear anymore. Obviously, you have a call on our life, and I just need to take that step. And you know what? Each and every one of you were made for this moment, and your story may be different than mine. You may not have grown up in a Christian home, but God has a plan and a purpose for your life. Isn't He an awesome God? Can we just give it up for Him?